Right behind me, I've got the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4X. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Frost Cadillac here in Brampton for allowing me to review this beautiful AT4X. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the GMC Sierra 1500s, the safety features that do come with the AT4X model, the engine specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing. All right, in terms of the different models that you can get with the 1500s here, first off, you can pick from different configurations, and also you have two drive types to pick from. And then you have all of these different models that you can pick and choose from. So I think there's something for everyone. And then as for the safety features that you do get with the AT4X model, here they are. You do get a good amount of safety features packed in with this model. As for what powers the AT4X, standard you do get the 3-liter Duramax engine, but this one does have the upgraded 6.2-liter Ecotec 3 V8 engine producing 420 horsepower and 460 pound-foot of torque. And as for the towing with this truck, the way that this is spec'd out, you can tow about 8,700 pounds. All right, well, let's get right into it and start off in the front of this nice looking AT4X. So what the AT4X is, your front bumper is very unique. It's an AEV bumper, which is a steel bumper. So this looks very, very nice and aggressive. First off, you've got the front safety sensors, and then you have like these pockets, and even up here it says AEV, and then you have like these recovery points on both of the sides there. There's also the front LED fog lights, and I think this bumper compared to like a typical front bumper, this is so much better. Even down here you have like this protection piece underneath the bumper, and then really you just get into this nice looking grille area. There's a ton of gloss black everywhere. You've also got like this black chrome trimming, but in like a matte finish, which stands out even more. And then the massive red GMC letters. There's also a front facing camera with a washer, and even on the hood at the top here, you kind of have like this vent, but obviously it's a fake vent, but still it adds to the look. And the top bar here, you can't really tell because this truck is in black, but this is also blacked out. And then are these super cool looking lights. I really like the C-shape design there, and then your typical lights in the center. If you look inside the housing, it also says GMC here, and then on the side, inside it says Sierra. Even the bits and pieces inside are pretty neat. Okay, coming around to the side of the AT4X, you've got the typical GMC Sierra looks. Now up top, this does have the power sunroof, as you can see, so always a good thing to have that. And around your windows, everything is gloss black, including this piece here, where typically you have the black rubber look, which doesn't look all that great, but this looks so much better. You've got the body color door handles, and even on the side mirror, you've got the blacked out part here, and then here you have the typical black plastic, the typical turn signal and lights, and then the side mirror camera. This has camera angles pretty much all around the truck, and I'm going to show you that inside on the touchscreen. On the fender here, more of that beautiful matte finish trimming and the gloss black 6.2-liter V8 badging. On the sides of the front doors, you do have the AT4X badging. Then you really move into these wheels. How nice do these look? Now, these almost look like this granite type of a finish, but also from far away, it looks like black chrome. But hey, I am all for it because the designing and everything is super unique. And obviously the center cap in black and the red GMC letters. As for the wheels, these are your 18-inch wheels paired with these 33-inch tires. And if I do take a step back, you can see these wheels definitely fit perfectly with this truck. You also get the off-road suspension and a 2-inch factory lift. All right, coming around to the rear of the AT4X, the nice looks continue. You've got the body color rear bumper with the steps built in on both of the corners. You've got safety sensors back here, the hitch also in the center, and underneath you do have a hidden spare tire. Up by the license plate area, you have all of your towing outlets. And then as for the tailgate, this is a multi-function tailgate, and on here you're going to find the same red GMC letters, Sierra badging, and then more of the AT4X badging. Up by the button area, you have two buttons, one for the typical tailgate, one for the top of the tailgate, so both sections do open up, and then your cameras back here. As for the rear lights, these are your LED lights, and these also add to the look of the truck. So this truck also has the active exhaust equipped with this, so let me go ahead and start this truck up so you see how this sounds. All right, now let me go ahead and show you how the tailgate works here. So let's open it up like a typical tailgate, which is soft opening, as you see right here. And then you can pop this little guy up just like that. So that's what that looks like. And then not only that, if I close this and then I press the top button, this whole piece folds down just like that, so you can get closer to the bed. And if I just do this, this also turns into a step. And there's one last piece here that you can do. So let me close all of this. If I just press the top one, the top half of the tailgate opens like that, and I can do the same thing like that. All right, let's jump into the bed and see what we have going on. Now, opening this up, you do see the spray-in bed liner, which I always suggest in any truck that you do get. Saves you a ton of hassle. Back there, you have the massive GMC letters. You've also got the hooks built into all of the corners there, and the LED bed lighting on both of the sides, plus a 120 volt outlet. Now over on the rear glass, the centerpiece is power sliding, which is very helpful. And then up by the light area, you do have two cameras. One is for the bed camera and the other one is your digital rear view mirror. All right, let's jump inside and take a look at what we have going on with the AT4X. I really like the interior trims on the AT4X because I'm going to show you in just a second, but down here you do have space, and then here's your water bottle area. Even the speaker grill is very nice, and then more of the black chrome, and then here is all of your soft touch material. Here's the trimming I was talking about. The designing that you do get with the AT4X is very cool looking, and you'll notice this all throughout the interior, even on the seats. You've got the white contrast stitching, the piping, the red X pattern stitching, more soft touch up here, more of that nice trimming, black chrome trimming here, and then this beautiful wood trim. You do have another little speaker up here, and that's because this does have the Bose sound system. All right, let's check out the interior seats on this. It's an all blacked out interior, but like I was saying, more of that nice trimming that you saw on the doors, white contrast stitching, the piping, even the red on here, perforated bottom and back sections. This seat and the other seat does come heated, and you do have your very own hidden compartment areas. And then if you go ahead and pull this section down, you do have your cup holders. Now let's go ahead and lift up the rear seat. Down here, you have a ton of storage space, and all of this opens up as well. Now I'm going to jump back here and show you the legroom and the headroom. Okay, entering inside, you can see the legroom has no issues at all, even though this seat can probably move further back if it wants to. But yeah, still I have a ton of legroom. In terms of the headroom, I have a ton of headroom. I'm wearing a hat. For reference, I am 5'11", and the reason why it's so much headroom is because this whole section is like upwards. It's indented into the ceiling here. So yeah, that opens up a ton of headroom. Now behind the driver and of course the passenger seat, you do have the soft touch here, but then all of this is the plastic. And then down here you do have storage space, and that's going to be on the other seat as well. Now on the rear console area, more cup holders, more of the black chrome trimming, more black chrome trimming here, rear heated seat controls, the venting, and then USB ports. All right, let's head to the front and see if anything is different compared to the rear. The only thing that I can really notice up here are two things. Well, three things. First off, you have the same space, but you have two spots here for your water bottle, a massive speaker, and then you have your nice looking AT4 badge. Everything else is identical other than, of course, your window controls, side mirror controls, and then the driver memory seat controls. Now let's check out the front seats. These are identical, again, to the rear seats. You've got the nice materials going on, the perforated sections. The front seats not only come heated, but also ventilated, and you do have this like mini massage feature built in, and another AT4X badge. Now coming to the side here are all of your power adjustment controls, and then this little guy here activates that mini little massage feature. And down here you have this beautiful AT4X door sill piece. Down here, nothing too fancy, just your foot pedals. Here is your hood latch release. Moving further up, you have your electronic parking brake, all of your different modes, your auto, 4 high, 2 high, your trailering section here, all of your exterior lights, cluster dimmers, the bed lighting at the top, and then another light here. This truck also has the heads-up display, so you have all the controls here. Even around the venting, gloss black trimming, and this gorgeous trim that you're going to notice on the steering wheel and across the dashboard. As for the steering wheel itself, it is power adjustable. Now before I jump in, I just want to show you something cool on the cluster area. When I do open up the door, you have this beautiful AT4X image that displays. If you thought that was cool, let me go ahead and close my door, and then you have this gorgeous animation that plays there and on the touchscreen. So look at how cool that looks, everything put together. All right, entering inside, your dashboard has the hard materials, but you do have the white stitching and the piping. You've got a speaker here, speaker there in the center, and two more over there. On the pillar here, you'll notice this nice suede material, even on the roof. The whole roof is covered in suede. a nice little grab handle here. This also has my favorite thing, like I was mentioning, the heads-up display. And then you get into this very cool looking, fully digital cluster area. This is a 12.3-inch cluster, and you can view all sorts of information. And to view everything, it's all controlled through here, so you can press the arrows or just scroll down on the wheel. But yeah, if I scroll down, as you can see, all sorts of different information. But if I go left or right, more things. But if I go under settings and under left side info, I can also view separate things here, and on the other one. As for the steering wheel, you do have the soft touch material, more of the contrast stitching here. This also comes heated, and then here is more of that nice trimming I was showing you around the venting, another GMC badge, and then more chrome trimming. On the left side here, you have all of your cruise control settings, follow distance, and the heated steering wheel control. The other side has your Bluetooth, phone, and cluster controls. Behind, you'll notice the paddle shifters right there. And further back here, you have your wiper controls, high beams, and indicators. Now over on the center armrest area, more soft touch material, more of the contrast stitching here, and then this beautiful trimming in the center. Opening this up, you do have this tray with 3 sections, which you can pop out. And down here, you do have a decent amount of deep storage space. USB ports here, you have an outlet over here, and then a wireless phone charger. Before I touch on the center here, I just want to show you on the sides, you have more of the contrast stitching, more space down here, and you're going to notice that on the passenger side as well. So now on here, you have a few things, but yeah, it's very minimalistic. You have your handy dandy shifter, trailer brake controller, some space here with USB ports, 2 cup holders, more chrome trimming here, and then a ton of space here. And then really, you get into all of this. So look at how nice your start stop button looks, and then your heating and cooling temperature controls, including the vented seats, heated seats. You can do the top or both. And then all of these buttons down here. So you have your lane keep, parking sensors to turn them on or off, auto start stop, tailgate, hazards, traction control, hill descent control, and then your lockers. Then you get into this nice 13.4-inch touchscreen. I really like what they've done with this because you have a section here for all of your things and then a second page full of things. Not only that, but you have a mini screen off to the right. So on the first page here under audio, so here you're going to find all of your audio stuff, obviously, like your AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, USB, and news. And then heading back, you've also got the maps built in. This does have the Google Maps integrated within it. You've also got the phone section, and then here are the cameras. Like I was mentioning, this has cameras all around. You have the top bird's eye view, which I can turn on or off from right there, but I like having that on. Here is the front-facing camera that's on right now. Here is the rear camera, and then here you have the top of the rear, and then top of the front. Here are the side cameras facing the front and then facing the rear. Here's also the hitch camera, and then moving to there, you have your bed camera. Heading out of all of this, you also have Google Assistant, Play Store, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. On the next page and under trailering, here you have all your trailering information. So you can add a new trailer, use a guest trailer, or accessories. And then if we head back again, you also have the climate section, which you can control through here, or the physical controls down there. And then heading back again, you have your settings section, which is very typical on a lot of vehicles or all the vehicles. So you can definitely fine tune all of this. And then you have your Wi-Fi hotspot, My GMC, and news. Then moving over to the little screen here, you have 4 sections that you can display, so you can swipe through all of them. Now moving up, you have your rear view mirror, but not only that, if I do this, it's a digital rear view mirror. And then moving further up, you have all of your garage controls, all your sunroof controls, rear power sliding window controls, interior lights, SOS, and OnStar. And here's the key fob for this AT4X. It's your typical GMC key. All right, let's come around to the passenger side and let me show you what's on this side. So here's that space I was talking about on the driver's side. And then really you have this section here, but more of that nice trimming, the contrast, and the piping. And this does open up, revealing a hidden compartment area. Plus you have your typical glove compartment space. And here is the window sticker for this AT4X. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4X. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this?